How long have you been a Cornwell dealer?
Was going on 6 years now. So before this, I was a VP of operations for a really small publishing company. So I was kind of bumping my head on the ceiling there and looking for other opportunities. And my dad was a dealer before me. He was formerly a Mac tool dealer back in the 80s and into the 90s. And then he changed jobs, did all that, came back with Cornwell. And I saw that you can make a career of this. It's not just a job. So I went with Cornwell mostly because there's still a very small family type feel compared to other companies out there. Because my dad with the previous history, I know how other tool companies operate and I want nothing to do with them. Cornwell's very appealing because they take care of us, they know us by name. It's still that small feel, and every time you go to the tool shows and stuff, you get reminded of that, which is very reassuring.
What set Cornwell above any other choices?
Mostly just because they're made in USA and then based in Ohio. When you tour the factory and stuff, you get a good sense of pride and how hard those folks work there, and how much those jobs mean and what they do for us. And so having that US base, and plus they're just that small family feel, I can call them directly, and as soon as they hear my voice, they know who it is. It's funny, to have that still, because most companies you're just calling into some call center and God knows where, and you're just a name and a number. But for support-wise, whether I email and call in, they know who I am, they know my dad, they know the history of kind of me as a tool dealer. And there's no reason they should be doing that, but they do remember, which is nice. So it's very, makes me feel very confident with things. So.
How long did you think about changing careers before you did?
It's something I think everyone probably always thinks about at all times. But the biggest thing with me is I always wanted to run my own business or own my own business or have something along the lines of that. Being in my previous role or previous job, I had a taste of it and I was doing a lot of it, but didn't really get the full accolades that come with running your own business. So having that opportunity, knowing you could do it in a manner that you're in full control, that was very appealing to me. What's special about it is I think it's still a very, not old school, but a very unique business where you get to go direct to your customers, where most stops have to wait for someone, or most stores have to wait for someone to come to them. So if you want to change your day or change something, go at it, go do it, go see them, go have that conversation you need to have to make a difference. Where a lot of companies, you're just waiting, turn on the lights and hope that someone shows up. And so it's nice to be able to take control and do what you need to do to feel successful.
Do you have any help in your business, family or friends?
I have a lot of help. You need some help at home with a lot of the things that go on. With the support. So my wife, my kids, they all help. I put them to work and try to teach them little things. And as my kids get older, I'll ask them to do more. My father, he says he's retired, but still loves the business. He wants to come in and help out with broken tools and various things, or receive some freight that's coming to the house. So I do have some help, and that allows me to just stay out here on the streets and keep things moving out here. Most rewarding part is probably just the ability to kind of do what you want when you need to do it. Being your own business, and it's tough, it's a balance with it all, but knowing that I'm doing this for me, I'm doing this for my family, the goals that I have, if I want to go achieve them, there's nothing really stopping them except myself. So if you're going to gamble on someone, you might as well gamble on yourself. As long as you're consistent, kind of dependable, and you take care of their requests, the relationship naturally forms. You go in there, you initially start talking tools with them. That's what they see you as, and that's what you want them to see you as. So if they're thinking of a tool, you want them to think of you, so that way they call you. But then as you get to know them, they start having kids, they start to have families, certain life instances come up, oh, you need this tool, you run it over to them in a jam, you save their day. You feel like a hero, they love it, they know that you're there for them. So the relationships naturally, form. As long as you show up and do what you say you're gonna do and be where you say you're gonna be, the rest kind of falls in place.
What challenges have you overcome to become successful?
There's a lot of challenges. The work-life balance piece of it. I have young kids, they're growing, they're playing sports, it's always changing. But that's the beauty of this business, is you can adapt it to how you need it to be, whether it's waking up early, staying up late, doing what you need to do, create a lot of systems and kind of checks and balances to things to make sure that, I don't forget things and things fall through the cracks. So that way, when I, run around and things are going well, it's just because I've done all the hard work before, and now it's just the routine.
And what advice do you have for someone considering becoming a tool dealer? Anything you wish you knew before you started?
As far as what I would recommend to anyone becoming a tool dealer is, it's not for everyone, but for the right person, it's life-changing. It's a chance to run your own business on your terms. So what that's a big piece to kind of understand and comprehend. You kind of understand it as you hit the streets. But anyone that's getting into the business, as far as just advice, what I'd give them is back to what I said before, do what you say you're going to do and be where you say you're going to be. That solves majority of the problems. If you tell someone you're going to get something for them, get it for them, and then the rest will fall into place. My main business is getting in the shops and selling the tools, but they look a lot on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all these things for this. And there are guys that I've realized that when they're out there talking tools and those things, when I walk in, I had 3 guys today ask me about this tool, like why? And then you realize, so someone out there talked about it online and it caught their attention. So it's something that, yes, I want to do. I want to do more of. I mean, I mostly focus on either new products or something that's a limited type release. I'm going to be doing more of it in the future here. I'm working with my son. He's 12 now, so he's becoming a bit more capable. I'm going to try to teach him to be my little social media type manager to help with some of the stuff, so I can lay out things for him to take pictures of, demo it real quick, whatever, put together a video, and I'll just schedule it to go out later. But I think in the modern business world, it's essential that you have that platform out there. You can be your own boss. I'm Arsenault, and I'm a Cornwell dealer.